Your son?
Okay.
That was my son! Oh my god, I haven't played that Legacy in so long, I forgot about that.
Hi.
Hi!
What did I miss? I feel like I came back and missed some things. What's your son?
Nothing. Oh, in The Sims, I married a vampire, and then I had a baby, and we named him Fang because we thought he would be a vampire, but he turned out to be human, and then it was just really upset, and then we had 2 vampire twin daughters, and then he was just the outcast of the family. But then a vampire daughter died because after school she just went walking around in the sunlight, and she died.
Oh.
Damn, what a dingus.
Yeah, I'm not very good at The Sims. Everyone just seems to die really quickly. Every wedding I have at least 2 deaths.
Damn.
Sounds like a good time.
You should stop putting,
I steal their gravestones as a memento for the wedding.
Every wedding's a red wedding around Lily.
It is, though. It's so bad.
Lily's a heinous god. You can tell so because she puts mini toasters in the bathroom. It's right next to the tub.
But what if you want crumpets while you're having a bath?
Yeah, you don't know me. I eat tacos when I take baths.
Hey man, I'm not here to judge, okay? I just calls them like a
No,
season.
wait, I have never felt more relaxed than eating in the bathtub. And I know everyone says it's gross, but that's why you take a very large plate and you eat very carefully. It's just really nice.
Why is it gross to eat in a bath?
Because everyone's like, oh, you're gonna like drop food everywhere. And I'm like, are you an animal? Just eat normal.
Okay, so first and foremost, baths are kind of gross because you're just stewing in your own dank.
Have you seen how the Japanese do it? So you have a shower, you have like a shower room, but then there's like a communal bath. So you have to wash and then get in the communal bath.
Well, I mean, that's the Japanese in their communal baths. I have a tiny tub and I live in an apartment. It's not very conducive to
I
that
have a
lifestyle.
really big bath and it's lovely and pleasant.
I also like it. It is
Well, I
lovely.
have a thing that I'm just going to rub in your face as well. Oh my goodness! So we ended with Jen. We're gonna go back to the top. Lily, it's summer. It's your actual first action in summer. So tell me about it. What are you gonna roll here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a d7.
4.
Lily, introduce a new mystery at the edge of the map, or an unattended situation becomes problematic and scary. What is it, and how does it go awry?
I don't know. It's probably my chickens getting goddamn defeathered.
Okay. All right. So you want to go with the unattended situation becoming problematic and scary?
Yes, that's so scary. I don't want my babies being naked.
Well, it is problematic and scary, but technically it's not happened yet.
Oh, that's true. It's gotta take 6 weeks. I guess I don't really know about it. All right, the other one.
Well, I mean, there are quite a few unattended problematic scary events. Like, for instance,
Nop-a-mole.
Habidash. There is also the water. The water, it doesn't stay down for forever. The fact that some gigantic statue has managed to slay a hippopotamus, putting its skull on its head. How about the fact that the old man has declared that the apocalypse happened because of him? The new people that are trying to join your ranks. There's a lot that you guys have left unattended.
Rob, are you taking notes? Because that was phenomenal.
It's kind of my job. I'm supposed to know these things.
I'm sorry, did you say Habidash attacked us?
Nope.
Could do.
There's also shiny stuff at the bottom of a canyon.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, that's see, you're leaning to that, but that's actually not what it says. It says problematic and scary, not free shinies.
But they could be problematic. What if they're beetles?
At the bottom, you know what? Your story, you tell me.
Shiny beetles at the bottom of a canyon!
How are they problematic and scary?
Well, if they're man-eating. What if they're man-eating?
Scarab beetles in the canyon, oh gosh.
Yeah!
Okay,
So the mole's on the ground and the beetles now fly. We're safe nowhere.
So you
I'm
have,
just kidding.
you've-
I'm just kidding.
you're-
I wanna figure out how to protect ourselves from Habidash.
all right, okay. It becomes problematic and scary. So what would be scary about that? Maybe Maybe there's been rumblings under your camp for your chickens.
Yes, definitely rumbles about the whole area, and I think that we just off took it as like the Lambos, brrr, just shaking shit up. You know, maybe the chickens were doing a little dance. We don't know.
Okay.
But there is a rumbling in the area, and I am disturbed by that.
Okay.
And I don't think that swords are going to protect us very well, because like I feel like they're just little baby toothpicks compared to Haberdash.
How does it go awry?
How does my plan go awry, or how does like this whole situation, like if we don't figure out?
No, it's something bad happens.
Okay.
How does it go awry? You've already decided that it's going to be Haberdash. So because you guys ignored it, it's become a problem. What did Haberdash do? What's exactly happened? Has one of your chickens gone missing?
Ooh. He has tunneled into kind of not our water supply, but around the water supply this way. So I'll draw a line.
Okay.
I'll draw a line. So our water comes down here, right? All this blue shit is the water coming down in.
Yeah. That's
Shloopy.
at least
So
what
he
I
kind
gathered.
of just like meow, and then like comes up here, right? And it's taking our water and it's kind of limiting the source and it's splitting it. So it's going like way off the map wherever he came from.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So that's...
Okay, so it is essentially is it removing your water supply?
It is lessening it way more than expected. So we're still getting a little bit of water, but it's not in the abundance that we were
all right.
used to.
That's fair. It's no longer in abundance. Yeah, that's rough. It's a really shitty situation. Oof. Especially all things considering, because it looks like it's going under the library.
A library.
Oh my god, and then what if the rock formation starts to deter due to water, and then the library caves in on itself?
Roll down.
Erosion.
It's pretty far away.
Go ahead and roll down on the project dice. And then Lily, take an action. Discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
I would like to start the project to fix the water error.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to fix it.
How long is it going to take?
Oh, it could take a good long while since we don't have any other tools, really. Because we've just been living out of the Haberdash's tunneling.
All right.
So all we have is swords, so we can't really like pick underground with swords. So it's going to take a little bit, but I'm thinking about 5
You've never
weeks.
played Minecraft.
That game makes me want to vomit every time I open it. I'm thinking 5 weeks. You guys let me know.
I agree.
You think 5 weeks?
I can agree
I
with
like
5.
I like 5.
Okay. Go ahead and put a timer on for 5 weeks.
It'll end the same time the feather disaster ends.
Okay.
It's just one fucking disaster after another for me, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably going to happen that way. So next, Mike, roll a d6, please.
Two.
The eldest among you dies. What caused the death? Or, the eldest among you is very sick. Caring for them and searching for a cure requires help from the entire community. Do not reduce project dice this week. You choose one or the other.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna say the eldest is the dude that started the whole thing.
Okay. Is he
I
sick or
kind of want him to be sick. I'd rather be sick and try to pick some more knowledge out of the cause of everything, but I also don't want the project dice not to roll. So he just died.
Oh, we gotta get that out of our caves, dude.
And the cause of his death?
He died from the chickens.
Glaucoma. I don't know what it is.
Did he get the bird flu?
We got bird flu.
God, don't say that.
The giant bird flu. Yeah.
Giant. He was
Yeah,
dead in 2
glaucoma.
hours.
The eye condition.
He tried to let out the rooster, and the rooster attacked him.
Truth be told, if you live in a world where animals are large and so are insects, so are fleas. Ticks, fleas, things like that.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Ew, can you imagine a giant, like, mosquito and a giant tick?
That would be awful. All right. Roll down on the
The
project
tick
dice.
is just the size of, like, your stomach.
No, thank you.
Hey, dude, you got a little something right there. You just got a little. Where?
Is that a tumor? No, what?
It's just a bear gut.
Oh, when's the baby?
Right? Like, and you have no fucking idea it's on you.
In your leg.
That's horrible. All right, so roll down the project
I have
dice.
a question.
Okay.
Ticks. Actually, do they go in really small and then they get really fat, or do they just exist fat?
They start small,
They get fat.
and they don't technically
Okay.
go. They don't really go in per se. They stay
They
external.
just lap.
They just
Just
they
the
just
head.
latch. Yeah. They burrow
Okay.
their face in.
Continue.
Although I don't know if you guys have ever seen a large tick, but
Yeah.
I found one on like my old dog, and I was like so disgusted. And my ex-boyfriend liked to keep them in like little jars to like look at them, and I was like,
Well,
disgusting.
The only ticks I've
the
seen have
X.
been on CSI and Animal Rescue. So I feel like that's fine, but I don't know anything about them.
Mike, discover something new, start a discussion, or hold a project.
So I feel like I'm starting a lot of projects by exploring, but I'm not very good at making something up when I get there. So I would like to hold a discussion about the dude being attacked by the chicken.
All right.
How does everyone feel about that? Are we worried about it happening again?
That dude had it coming.
Well, yeah, a bad guy, but nonetheless, does the chicken know he's a bad guy? Can they sense that?
My chickens are very docile. Now
Rooster,
that hunk of,
sorry, it was a
that
big
hunk
blue
of
cock.
rooster that you fucking brought.
He keeps
I
always
don't
like,
know
does-
too much about him.
Does that know
Whoa,
it's a bad
I
guy?
didn't go
And
get
he looks
him.
over and it's like,
Do we need to put moats and double fences around the animals so that the,
I think I
little
need to
dick gets
train
too
the
close to the
rooster. I think I have to spend time training the rooster because he is an aggressive male.
Can't, roosters fly?
they can glide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they can
glide.
glide. They just jump and
Short
to the ground.
distances. Yeah.
So can chickens.
I don't know. I like it.
Fair. All right. So, you held a discussion, right? About this chicken? About this rooster, excuse me?
Yeah.
Lily's
enough.
going to go become a tamer.
That's what it seems like. Tosh, you're up. Roll me a d5.
5. 1.
A contingent within the community demand to be heard. Who are they and what are they asking for? Or, a contingent within the community have acted on their frustrations. What have they damaged and why did they damage it? And is this damage permanent?
You know what to do, Tash.
That old man died and it was Tash's fault.
No, the man who came from the other island has got a contingent, and a group who disagree with the chicken farming ethically and dangerously, and they I'm sorry, Lily, they break your fence behind. Whilst you were looking at the cockerel trying to sort him out, they broke the chicken fence and let him out.
Roman giant chickens, sweet.
We don't like he's like,
But they're
we don't
trained
agree
and
with
docile.
these
They're not gonna leave me.
evil chickens. Make them be gone, etc.
So, is it a permanent or will the chickens become back?
Yeah. Well, he didn't kill the chickens, so it's not permanent. They're just off in the valley somewhere. Yep.
All
So
right.
he broke the fence. It's not irreparable. And they're not dead, so you just have to
Roll down your
figure
project
out if
dice.
you're gonna get 'em. Oh yeah, everyone's sitting this down.
Everyone needs to make sure they're rolling down the project dice. Boom. Okay. Then, actions. Discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
I'm gonna start a project. Am I gonna try save the chickens? What have we got on the map already? Let's have a look. We've got a lot of stuff going on.
I like how you feel bad for fucking up the chicken fence, because you're like, am I gonna save the chickens with my project?
I kind of want... I want to be really mean to them, but then they'll be mad at me.
They did nothing to you!
I kind of want them to go glide towards the canyon, and we need to rescue them
Look,
before they get to
don't-
the shiny people eating
Don't
beetles.
hold back, man. Let it out. Let be.
Okay.
If you want to fuck my chickens up, fuck my chickens up.
The chickens are like gliding.
I feel like the word "up" is
"Whoa,
extremely important
oh
right there.
no!" And we have to try and herd them before they get that way. So I'm going to start a project to herd the chickens away from the canyon as much as possible and back up the hill. Away from the demon beetles that live here.
Man, I feel like y'all are pulling punches. This is a Disney Channel story. I'm feeling it. You're muted. You're muted, Lily. Still muted? Question mark? Talk to us? Can't hear us? Uh-oh. Hold on.
Please stop moving. Has she stopped moving?
All right, I got
She's
Tweek.
super still. There she is.
No. Wait.
Hi.
There we
It's
go.
Discord. It's Discord. It's it just dropped
Poking all
everyone
the
down to
poops.
voice connected. Yeah, it was having a stroke.
Oh, okay. I was like, is it me?
You stopped moving as well, Lily. I was like, is she stopped moving? Trying to like watch your hand as you were like this.
So, your Disney Tale biopic. It's interesting. It's soft. Bring some thunder. I want to see some madness. Or don't. I'm not your dad.
What?
Do what you want to do.
You wait.
Okay.
Disney Tale biopic.
How long do you
like-
think it's going to take for you to round up your chickens?
We're
A
just
week?
trying to herd them not near the beetles. So I'm
All
gonna
right.
go with a week.
All right, that's fair. I think a week's fine. What do you guys think?
I think a week is good.
Hop
They
in
are
the jeeps,
trained.
round them up.
I might have said 2 weeks just because that's how long it takes to fix the fence and get the chickens back, but
Oh yeah,
if we're only herding
fence.
them away.
That's 2 projects.
Yeah, that is too project.
Chicken recovery would be how I
I'm
would
like
put it.
saving the chickens from beetle death at the moment. Chicken,
fucking
the docile
baby.
chickens are stupid. They will jump in that canyon and then they will be stuck.
You don't know my babies.
Chickens eat beetles.
These are giant beetles. Shiny
These are
ones.
giant chickens.
Yeah, but they're also docile and pandered
Yeah, they're
too,
very-
and they like to roll over and.
All that fancy training that Lily gave them, they're going to go
They're
down and
just
be like,
like,
I
They
say.
come right back. That's why I think a week. They should come right back.
Yep.
Good
There's...
guys. Come on, let's go.
I'm doing a week to herd them away from beetles. Look,
Go for it.
I'm not letting them die, Lily. That's enough.
Oh, you guys are lucky I'm not
you
playing.
Let this happen.
It would be fucking Kenny Rogers roasters tonight if I was playing.
All right, we all put Bub in the beetle field.
All right.
Mutiny.
We're covered in like scratches from the dogs earlier.
So,
Just everywhere.
next is going to go to Jen. Jen, roll me a d4, please.
Another one.
Outsiders arrive in the area. Why are they a threat? How are they vulnerable? Or outsiders arrive in the area. How many and how are they greeted?
Outsiders. They are the people from the other island that the newcomer was spying for. They are a threat because they want our water resources, which they have in scarcity. How are they vulnerable? They're deathly afraid of chickens.
I like how the chicken started as a threat, now they're our saviors. Let's go.
But we haven't got the chickens anymore.
Yeah, we need to catch the chickens to make our chicken cavalry.
I have a sword.
I'm going to ride up on that chicken.
Ho, ho,
and save
ho,
the
who's
whole
this?
town.
I like how like one of the yeses is modern tech, and all we have is Range Rovers and swords.
And the Lamborghini.
Hi, Kit. Thank you so much for that host.
The
I appreciate
rooster
that.
crushed.
Very kind of you
The
for dropping
rooster
in
crushed
tonight.
it. I'm offended.
All right. Roll down on all the project dice. The projects that finish, let's tell the tale. So, rounding the chickens. How does that go?
We use a jeep to scare them away from the cliff, basically, into the canyon.
All right, so where did they go?
They go like between us and the. I'm gonna put a dot on it. Between us and the shipwreck, about here.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
They're just chilling at the bottom of the hill.
Steered
Like,
out of the valley.
out of the hill.
Looks good. All right. And then it's going to go to the library. Tweek, this was yours. You started this project. You spent 6 busy-ass weeks excavating, diving, adventuring, spelunking for this cave. For this library. What did you find? You've succeeded. You've come back.
So
What do you-
believe it or not, it was actually full of books.
What? A library full of books!
No way!
You don't say.
But none of us can read, and the old guy died, so we get to look at the pictures.
All right.
Unfortunately, they're all encyclopedias. So there are no pictures. However, while in the library, I found a hole, or I guess that would be discover something, or do I keep on going with this?
I just
I
spit in
found
my own eye.
the mole.
I was
Found the
sucking
mole's
through the
den.
straw, and I pulled away to laugh, and the suction, as I pulled away, shot it straight in my eye from my straw. Go on. You found Rossetti.
Revenge for mocking our
Yeah,
chicken
I found
cavalry.
Rossetti's den, his
He changed his name now.
bunker.
It was Haberdash earlier.
It doesn't matter. Big ass mean
He's
mole.
a punt.
So we find his path.
I didn't find him. I just found his, what I would say is his den, where he comes back.
Okay. You found an enormous mole den. What was there?
Bones, large amount of bones. Shredded books as a like nest area. Large bones, look like large chicken bones.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, Lily.
All right. I'm about that. Action phase. Jen. Discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project. A lot's happened. You've had to chase chickens all week. A crazed group of individuals report back. They're like, we found Haberdash's home. He got bones.
And we also got invaders from the other island.
That's right.
Let's start a project. The chicken cavalry to defend us from the invaders.
This is some Moana level shit right here. All right. That's fair. Gonna start a project. The cavalry. What does this mean? Do you Did you saddle them up? Did you armor them?
Well, they already can be ridden.
All right.
We already have swords. I figure all we need is some training in some cavalry maneuvers and maybe get some spurs for the chickens.
Okay.
So
Like talons that go on their feet.
yeah, combat spurs. Turn them into chicken velociraptors.
Dope.
It's horrifying. Okay. Okay, how long?
How long?
Well, let's just call it 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay.
What do these 3 weeks involve? Getting the chickens back, training them, and weaponizing them?
Well, they are mostly trained. It's mainly training the riders in group tactics and arming the chickens.
What do we call this cavalry force? Are you like the guard of the lethal nugget or something? What's what's the plan for this group?
How come the clickers?
God damn it.
Roosters Roughnecks.
I quit. I'm so done. Lily, save me. Roll a d3, please.
Me?
Yas.
Ugh.
Ones for days. Robbie, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that, buddy.
We need a counter on that, right?
Yes.
I put a 3 over the chicken coop too.
I see it. Right on.
Lily, a project fails. Which one and why? Or something goes foul and supplies are ruined. Add another scarcity.
Ooh.
So the last I
Something
checked,
goes-
there's a couple of projects here.
Okay, I need a rehash on the projects.
There is
'Cause there's a
the
lot of projects.
feather ripping of Diane.
Well, the chickens migrated.
Oh yeah.
Well, they made it back. You guys went and got. You have three weeks to get them back and armed for the invaders.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
And you also
shoot.
have 3 weeks of diverting the water issue.
Actually, the water issue should be 2. It didn't get counted down last turn.
No.
Oh,
No.
oh.
Okay. I think the water issue is going to be drastic. That project totally down the drain.
Really? You have a chance
And
to
the
save your
lib-
chicken feathers?
The library. Well, I gotta arm them. They're better if they're. You know what? They're still there. They're gonna be naked and they're gonna be armed.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Armed
Naked chickens.
Looks like Thanksgiving attacks.
So this, I'm gonna put an X through it, and this falls into
Oh
this-
no.
our whole library.
All the
Okay.
encyclopedias.
Yes, everything.
Yikes.
The whole I guess the whole, because this is like an indent. So this whole tunnel just kind of collapses in.
That's right.
I don't know how far it goes, and I don't know how far it goes into
It goes all the way to
Haberdash's nest.
the den. I don't know how we get there now.
I drew a crying face in my notes. I hope you're
Yikes.
happy.
Okay. All right. You have notes?
I know.
This is Tosh. Of course she's taking notes.
Look, I cannot help it. What if it becomes relevant? And I need to know the information.
God damn it.
This is a one-shot campaign.
Yeah.
What if Bub turns at the end and he's like, the cursed machinery stops being burnt and you all set on fire? Unless
The
you can
machinery
tell me
learns the
what
flame.
colour it was. And I will be able to tell you that. Well, I won't because we didn't decide that. But you know what I'm saying. It's important.
Lord.
Plus, great story information if I ever want to write.
Oh, the tale of the chicken? The chicken farmers? Can nobody hear? Okay. All right, guys. So it sounds like we're still having some Discord issues. don't really know what's happening. Hold on. It's attempting to connect me. Don't really know what's going on there. Hold on. Let's try... Hello, can you hear me here? On... Wait. Hi.
Hi.
There we go.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me now?
So I can hear, bud. I can hear you.
Cool. Good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I hear you.
I got him.
Okay.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. We didn't hear what you said after...
And now we will be miming.
I don't know.
You know what? It's a-okay. Not that pertinent to the story. Lily, you have you've done the deed. You can remove the tracker on that, so I'll just go ahead and do that for you. Bam.
Oh, thanks.
Take everything down by 1. The feathers should be at 1. The chicken herding should be down to 2. And now you get to decide. You discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
Are we arming my chickens, or could that be the project?
That's happening. That's like you guys are already doing that,
now.
yeah.
So let's have a discussion about what kind of weapons we should put on the chickens. I vote for swords everywhere. Just like a chicken covered in sharp, pointy swords.
I agree.
I was thinking combat spurs and lances.
But we don't have those things.
We can make them out of swords.
You could add swords to the wings, so when they flap, it's like sword.
Yeah, I mean, I want these things covered in swords, like battle armor, but swords everywhere.
Porcupine chicken?
Yes, porcupine chicken. That's what I'm going for.
Or like the wheels in Greece when they're having their.
Oh yeah, like that too. Yeah.
Or did we want chariot chickens?
We don't have chicken.
I do like.
Oh, but like the Lambos, drag the Lambo. He ran out of gas, and now the chickens have to like
Put it in neutral, baby, and let's ride.
Let's go.
This is gonna
Yeah,
be
let's
like
do that.
it's like Hawaiian Mad Max.
It's like if Waterworld and Escape from LA.
This is
Combined.
fucking amazing. All right, I want the Lambo chariots attached to the chickens, covered in swords, and we ourselves have our swords, and probably an '80s mixtape in the tape tray.
God damn it.
Yes.
It's all right. All right, that's happened. Mike, you're next. Go ahead and roll for me a D2. Bam. Oh, hold on.
One.
Why is it not letting me do that? There we go. To bake. You discover a cache of supplies or resources, add into abundance, or a scarcity has gone unaddressed for too long. Start a project that will alleviate that scarcity.
So I'm going with the cache, supplies, and resources.
This guy. Video gamer through and through. What you got for me? Hit me with it.
So once the library collapsed, it showed a cache of. God, I want to say guns so bad.
Fruit.
A cache of
fruit. That's already a resource.
This is your story. What do you find? What cache reveals itself?
Cache of more materials such as metal, building, stuff along the lines. Building materials.
Okay, perfect. More materials. Got it. You find like basic crafting supplies or
No,
like a forge?
Yes, like a forge to make weapons.
Ooh. All right. You guys stumble across the equivalent of like a medieval forge.
It was above the library. Who knew?
There was, there's a blacksmith. Somehow, you see a room that is somehow not quite caved in.
It was a dwarven library.
They're crossing a lot of lines here of believability. You're blowing my mind, Jen. Okay. Alright, that's fair. So you've discovered some kind of like cache of material items so you can build weaponry or gear that you think is necessary. Which is great because you still need to arm your chickens, and you haven't really had the materials to do just that. But now you do. Alright, sounds good. Go ahead and tick down on everything. Project dice go down by 1. The feathers... Who started the feather plucking? Was that Tosh?
No, it was Jen.
Or was it, that was Jen?
That was the foolish project from one of my actions.
Okay, alright, go for it. What does this look like, Jen? She succeeds.
She succeeds, but in a strange coincidence, it seems that the padded quilted garments and everything that she made actually helps out for arming our soldiers. They now have quilted armor.
Oh man. Oh god.
It was a foolish project, and somehow, some way, those down quilts and everything else were easily turned into
type of armor,
basic and
sure,
turned into a padded armor.
Gotcha. All right.
Pretty good against some primitive weapons, but not so good against a gun.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then Mike.
Yeah.
So the last thing here. Discover something new, start a project, or hold a discussion.
I would like to start a project on forging weapons, armor, and possibly even working towards some sort of traps, maybe, perhaps. Since we're underground, but our chickens are above ground, we might need some sort of protection to help them as well as us.
All right, go for it. How long do you think that's going to take?
This other people are on the island already, so we need to move fast. So
sure.
3 weeks. 2-3 weeks. I'd like to do it in 1 week, but I don't know how quickly all this works.
You propose the idea, and everybody else has their thoughts. They weigh in on them.
So that's my idea. I'm gonna go with 2 weeks.
What do you guys think?
For basic traps and stuff, yeah. I don't know about like forging and stuff though, because we'd have to have a knowledge of it though.
Yeah, I was going to say, does any of us have knowledge of forging? If not, it's going to take a
jerry rig the swords and stuff, but I wouldn't know how to.
I was kind of going off the idea of that if we knew about modern tech, I would think we would have a concept of melting metal into shapes. We cannot read though, so that's true.
Yeah, you guys can't read. You're aware that modern technology exists, but how long in the society are like, how far are you outside of this? I mean, let's see. Does it say anything in the book? Is it like the days following, or is it just 1 year?
Well,
how can we have all forgotten how to read in a year?
Well, I'd say maybe we're a generation or two past. The old man caused it. Maybe he was in his 20s at the time. So we'll say, 40, 60 years later.
An evil 5-year-old.
Okay.
I couldn't hear you then, Tweek, if you were talking to us.
I was reading comments, sorry.
All right. Looks good.
As an addendum to the feather project, all of our people also have fabulous headdresses and feathered capes, too.
I went up to look at Twitter for a second.
I see it.
Did you like it?
I'm disgusted, but I'm also excited.
This is going to be the most epic battle ever.
I'm gonna start the project of forging just the spurs. Then,
okay,
just making metal talons as spinny things on the back of the chickens' feet.
Oh God, you guys are literally going to teach your chickens how to cockfight and send them after the people that are coming to the island.
Don't fuck with our city!
With that being said, I think the simple traps and that should only take a week or two.
Okay.
Well, the chickens will be done being trained next week, so if you put it at 1 week, they'll coincide.
Yeah, it's been...
That'll work. We'll do 1 week, simple traps and spurs.
Okay, all right, go for it. Draw something on there to depict that, and then put 1 week ticker above it. Tosh, you get the last card in the season.
Ooh, I will have that card.
Ooh, I will have that card. Ooh, predators are bad omens. Our predators and bad omens are afoot. You are careless, and someone goes missing under ominous circumstances. Who, or predators and bad omens are afoot. What measures do you take to keep everyone safe and under surveillance? Do not reduce project dice this week.
Diane wanders to the mole hole because she's a moron.
Who?
And Diane, the feather lady.
Okay, all right.
Who also had the omelet fight.
All right.
She's not showing me a lot of recurring wisdom here. She's like, "Oh, mole fur is soft. I could make a blanket." Then she goes to the mole hole and disappears super mysteriously. Good, little Diane.
Ruthless.
Good. Nobody likes Diane.
See you later. She dead, probably.
Well, she's just missing. You never know.
That's why I said probably.
Okay. All right. Tick down your project dice. Tweek, you succeed in making traps. What does it look like? Do you outfit the chickens?
Yeah, dude, they got their spurs. They're ready to pounce and kick and ostrich their way out of there.
Let me add spurs. Hang on.
I can see in like 10 years, Lily is commanding an army of Blazikins. Like metal armored Blazik, just kicking the shit out of things.
Oh my god, dreams! Hashtag fucking goals.
And then we have the other project up top. What was that?
That was arming the chickens and completing training of the chicken cavalry.
So, who started that?
I did.
You did? Go for it, Jen.
So our cavalry troops look fabulous with their feathered capes, headdresses, armor, swords, porcupine augmentations, and one Lamborghini chariot.
Did you really put the armor? You took off the chicken's feathers to put them back on in quilt formation?
Diane did it!
No, the riders have the quilted armor.
Oh, I thought the chickens also had armor.
Well, we can include chicken armor blankets. I'm okay with that too.
I think it just makes them look like disgusting, and I think that'll like strike fear into their eyes.
Quilted barding for the chickens, yes.
They are already afraid of giant chickens.
Yeah, I just think that this is like over the top. Like they'll be like,
The feather project was a foolish project, so this makes sense.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Pub is like, I'm never doing this again.
I was like, next time I'm going to say no chickens.
Yes, I will too, even if I'm not playing. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so, yeah, I think that's everything, right? And then we're going to go to Tosh. Tash!
I need to start a project or something, don't I?
Yeah.
What are the options? Discover something new. A whole discussion to start a project.
Yes.
I'm going to discover something new.
Okay, all right. Hit me with what you got.
And this is themed with Diane's disappearance. So there was a little low-key like, oh, where'd you go? And then this little, in the tunnel where she was last seen, there's not so little mole babies. Mole baby.
That's...
Dun.
So, mole babies.
From Haberdash and Co., suppose.
Okay.
Yep.
Means there's at least another one.
So it's been discovered that there are mole babies.
Mole babies.
Okay. Jen, my friend, you get the first day of autumn.
How many we at here?
Winter's coming.
4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a d7 for me.
2.
To the back. The strongest among you die. What caused the death? Or the weakest among you die. Who's to blame for their death?
Okay, let's go a little dark. Jack dies.
Lord, okay.
Diane,
Was it
who
on
went missing,
a door?
is the one.
Say that
Everyone blames Diane, saying that Jack died of a broken heart.
again. Oh,
Rest and rip, Jack.
that's sad, actually. That's super sad.
So was Jack the weakest or the strongest?
Yes.
Both.
Damn. Well, if he died of a broken heart, he's probably the weakest, I'm gonna guess.
Oh.
My heart.
My heart.
My heart.
He.
Roll down on all project dice, everyone. And then we head to our action phase. Jen, discover something new, hold a discussion, or start projects.
Start a project. Kick off the chicken or the invaders.
Start a project. Kick out the chicken invaders. How long do you think that's going to take?
Let's call it 4 weeks.
Okay.
If only because we have to make sure the last one's gone.
Oh, so this is the
obviously
actual battle.
Our superior chicken cavalry makes all the difference.
Go
And
for
they
it.
are
Psychological
definitely
warfare
scared of
and-
chickens.
Go for it. Go ahead and put up a timer for the chicken combat. Lily, roll a d6 for me. Lily got a 4.
What you got?
Working on it.
What
To
you
back.
got for me?
I can't figure out how you're choosing what you're choosing.
Harvest is here and plentiful, at an abundance. Or, cold autumn winds drive out your enemies. Remove a threatening force from the map and the area.
Ooh.
We
Let's
did all this
go.
work, and then the cold throws them away.
It's story of our life.
Yeah. All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Fuck the harvest. We get a cold autumn.
The only thing scarier than a slew of chickens is being chilly.
Hey,
They
we're
were
in
not
Hawaii. They
prepared.
don't know what cold's all about.
Fair. Okay. All right. So go ahead and tick down on the project dice. And then Lily, start a project, hold a discussion, or discover something new.
Since the
I
project was
forget-
kicking-
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry.
I was going to say, since the project was kicking them out, should I just erase the project die?
Yeah.
Is that what that 4 was? Okay, because I was like, it's over the rooster, so I was like, I would like to tame the rooster. That's my project.
Okay. How long do you think that's going to take?
4 weeks.
He's a mean son of a bitch.
Yeah, he is. It's gonna
What's
take
his
me
na-
4 fucking weeks.
What's his name?
Killed a man.
Oswald.
Oswald the Rooster. Okay, Oswald.
The cranky rooster.
He's a mean dick.
He's a mean dick.
All right. Mike, roll a d5.
2.
Things are going to start turning over really quickly, folks, especially as the turn structure gets faster. Introduce a dark mystery among the members of the community, or conflict flares up and community members, and as a result, projects fail.
So I'm going to introduce a dark mystery.
Okay.
Our giant statue with the hippo head has become substantially closer to our civilization.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hell.
So
The statue is... You guys just woke up and the statue's closer?
He's on the next hill over, like right at the top of the hill in between the two.
Who drew that? Was that Lily?
I did. I don't know how to like. So I kind of did it all in one pull.
There.
Oh yay!
Grab him and then I'll reposition.
This hill?
Yeah, that's it.
Whoa!
Well, that's scary.
That is scary.
It's fucking horrifying. Yes, don't blink. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. It's fast. Faster than you can believe. Yeah, that's absolutely horrifying. You woke up to the smell of decay and rot.
Ah, I forgot about the rotten skull, yeah.
When you stepped outside, you found the statue had moved most of the island overnight, and now it stands just above your home.
We have upset the gods. The harvest was not bountiful.
New cult's forming. I can see it now.
What do you think brought in the cold wind?
Oh, no.
Scary as a foot. All right, Tweek. Tweek, we're going to go ahead and tick down on Project Dice. And then you get to discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
Did we ever find out what was just a den full of beetles? Is that what the blue was?
We didn't. That was
it's a
like a chasm,
yeah,
and there was
like a
shiny
valley.
beetles in it, but we didn't kind of do anything about it.
It's just man-eating beetles in there, right?
I think it's just flesh, like meat-eating beetles, scarabs.
Nom.
So I'm made of flesh, so they eat me?
But they're not going to care whether if you drive your chickens in. They're not going to be like, get the fucking guy first. They're going to be like, I'm going to eat everything. They don't give a shit.
We're driving chickens now? We don't ride them?
Hey, man.
Well, they were running down the hill, so we had to I steered them away from the hill, from the crater thing. And they are.
I want to get to the edge of the island and see if I can see where they all the enemy other islanders came from.
Okay. How long do you think it's going to take?
Say 2 weeks to get all the way over. It's there and back, correct? It's like succeed and then we're back. We'll say 3 weeks.
Okay. All right. So set that timer up to indicate. And then we're going to go to Tosh. Tosh, roll a d4 for me.
Okie dokie.
Most devious of dice, the d4.
Oh, the rooster training didn't get ticked down.
Someone's got to watch it.
Better train that cock.
Specifically that one. Why are you doing this?
Sorry, I know I'm doing weird things, but my shoulder's achy, so I'm like...
It's okay, my cat's doing really cute things, so I'm like, hey.
Hey, here we go. A project finishes early. Which one and why?
Oh, that's the only option.
Yep. If there are no projects underway, restlessness creates animosity, and animosity leads to violence. Who gets hurt? A project finishes early. Which one and why?
There's only the rooster one, right?
Nope, there's two.
I just made one getting to the shore.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm going to say the getting to the shore finishes early, because we need to know where they are.
The teleporting Lambo strikes again.
It does. I think it's bumping like 30 knots across that open land. Just...
Boom! The yellow makes it go faster.
Yep, you can tell.
Science.
The project succeeds.
Yes.
Delete your time ticker, and then tell us what you've seen, sir.
Oh, I get to explain it?
Yeah.
I thought she got the why.
No, I mean, she finished the project, but
she explained the teleporting Lambo. Gotcha. That's how I got there. So when I got there, I can't see the other island, but I do see ships, masts, and approaching, heading towards us.
Damn.
Oh,
That's bad news.
what?
Can chickens swim?
Stay a while and listen.
I think they float like ducks, right?
Chickens?
I'm gonna Google this. Chickens swim.
I don't know. I'm willing to wager that not all
They
chickens can
do
swim.
swim. Unless they get sodden wet and then they'll sink. But
So they swim until they're really wet.
it
And then
appears
they
that
don't.
chickens do have an innate ability to swim. Their feathers are not waterproof. They do not secrete the oil that ducks do. Once they get sun wet, the chickens will sink like a stone. They should never be left alone near water that is deep enough for them to drown in.
So the giant feather blanket armor is probably a bad thing for swimming.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll totally drown. Yeah.
Tosh.
Aw.
Discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
I discovered that chickens can drown.
No, how?
It's gonna say, start a discussion. We discuss what we're gonna do about these bloody ships.
The ships? Okay.
What we'll do. My Lambo can't go in the water. Chickens shouldn't go in the water.
I'm sorry, who's Lambo?
Mine. I found it. Yeah. Do we wait for them to come to us? Do we try get them?
The only way to get them would be to build a ship, correct? So we
Yeah.
have to wait until they
Our
get
only
to
boats
us.
are ruined right now, so.
We're prepared for this, though, right? We were ready to fight the other people, and they left.
But they were
so
scared of
we have restless fighting chickens.
Lily, you were muted. I didn't get anything.
We don't know if these ones are scared of chickens.
I swear to God, I always hit this fucking button on my mouse. I said, let's get them and let's put logs underneath the Lamborghinis and then make it like a boat.
Nice.
Tom Sawyer, the Lambo.
Lambo
All right.
pontoons.
Lambo pontoon.
Lamb float. It's scary.
Do I have to draw this one too? Because I will.
It's a lamb.
Yes, that's what I want.
I don't know what Lambos look like. I'm gonna have to Google this.
Google it. Google it.
Lamb.
Look at
Go-
mine, it's just a squished two lines.
Jen.
Me.
Roll a d3, Jen.
Number 1.
Someone returns to the community. Who? Where were they? Or, you find a body. Do people recognize who it is? What happened?
Diane returns to the community. She
Oh.
was out training moles.
Diana, how could
She was training baby moles.
We raised her like our own. Hey, Diane.
I'm not gonna lie, that's not where I saw that going.
Yeah. Of course, the reason she's training them is she wants to raise them to make like moleskin blankets and stuff like that. But you know,
That's horrifying. My babies! One day you'll make a good blanket. Oh,
she's resourceful. You know, a little misbegotten and misunderstood, but resourceful.
okay. Let's go ahead and roll down on Project Dice. That should finish, or that should be getting closer to finishing our Oswald training up top.
Yes.
Yeah, that actually should put Oswald at 1. Actually,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
no worries. And then you get to discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
well, I want debating between fun and practical.
Fun, let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Do it.
All right, discover something new. How about we discover that the scarab beetles in the canyon can be their chitin can be turned into a resource.
So describe that so everybody knows exactly what that is.
Oh, all the hard shells on these giant beetles, they can
Carapaces.
easily be turned into tools, weapons, shields.
Their chitinous armor.
They can be ground down, and chitin makes a really good fertilizer. And boiled beetle tastes a little bit like lobster.
Is it actually? Or are you telling me lies? Right now.
Oh, that sounds so gross. I don't think
And everything that I said was true.
I don't believe it.
And I drew a Lambo on some logs. That's what I just did.
You've never had like cicada or grasshopper or anything like that, Bob?
No.
I've had bugs, dehydrated bugs.
Have you eaten crab or lobster?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you have.
No. No, I haven't.
No.
No, I haven't. Oh man, I don't know where you're getting your bugs from, but 10
They're basically
10
like
to 1
bugs.
doesn't fucking taste like red lobster tail.
I don't see the Lambo and
I'm posting it!
logs.
Only
There you
reason
go.
it doesn't taste the same is we haven't discovered butter yet.
I'm pretty sure we've got butter down. Pretty sure as a civilization we understand butter. Good God.
Let's talk about the island.
Oh, it's like, oh no, I'm not eating beetles.
I'm not eating beetles either. I've seen people like get them and eat them, and I just
Oh, and chocolate covered ants are great.
no. Get out.
We had a sleepover at the Natural History Museum in London, and one of the things was just like bug tasting. It wasn't even that bad. They were like it was just papery and weird, basically, like dusty.
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness.
I encountered a lot of weird things while I was in the military.
Mm-mm.
So Jen, what kind of time did you? That was just discovering, right?
Yeah, we just discovered purely through accident because we're an illiterate bunch of idiots that bugs are a good resource.
Okay, bugs are a good resource. I'm okay with that. Draw bugs on the map. Then we're gonna go back to Lily. Lily, go ahead and roll me a D2, please.
Do I? Is my chicken hoarding done now that it's my turn?
It will go on your turn, yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna delete it now.
That's fine. And then give me a D2.
Winter.
Close, yeah. Means we're close to rounding out the game.
Juan.
Someone sabotages the project and your project fails. As a result, who did this and why? Or, someone is caught trying to sabotage the efforts of the community. How does the community respond?
I was not successful in training Oswald.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
You're
what a way.
literally on the same turn as finishing successfully doing. Yes, I love the greeting. Okay, all right. Who did it? Why? Why they do this?
Diane, you know it wants to be Diane.
Fuck Diane. Diane had erupted the ground. Hold on, let me get my pen. With her mole people.
Oh my goodness.
And a giant mole. He moved his little nose, his little eyeball, and then here's Diane riding upon him.
You know she can
Oh
be
my God! Fuck.
Now she's touched the mole, she can turn into a mole, so maybe she's the mummy.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
And ruined, spooked my rooster. And now he's too spooked to train.
Yep, he's this booster.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Discover something new, hold a project, or excuse me, hold a discussion or start a project. What do you do?
Discussion to take Diane out. And not to dinner. I mean to murder her.
Okay, all right. She wants capital punishment.
Jesus.
She spent a month training this rooster, and then she's come up and turned Oswald into a spooster.
I mean, come on, you didn't kill the old guy for killing the world. Why are you gonna do her on a rooster?
Because it's
Oswald.
fucking Diane. And she fucked with
I'm
my
gonna go
chicken.
with no, but she has to go away. For a
So
bit.
exile?
She just has to go find a house for her and the moles. Not
Well, yeah,
near
the
Not
last
on
one
our island. She's just gonna come back and spook my damn chickens again.
The moles can be useful if they can be trained to like dig out caves and stuff. So in that she's done good, but also she's pissed everyone off by messing up the training.
Okay.
But they're not going to respond well if we like. So what? We're keeping Diane.
You're basically you're posing the question, and everybody hits an answer, and there's not necessarily a right or a wrong answer. There's no necessary answering in this case. You're just like, son of a bitch.
But I had a question. So like, are we exiling just Diane and we're keeping the trained moles, or are we letting them live somewhere politely on the island where we know that they're just gonna fuck up again?
Remember, there's supposed to be dangerous animals all over this island. You guys depicted that. Giant animals, giant insects, the whole nine.
Technically, the moles haven't attacked yet. It just popped up, scaring the rooster, and is hanging out.
Diane's just being a bit of a dick all the time, though.
Yeah, I have nothing against the moles right now. It's just Diane.
Maybe
I've
Diane
had enough
needs
of a
to
reckless
go.
attitude in our community.
She takes on projects without consulting the rest of the group, like plucking the chickens.
Murder is definitely necessary.
She disappears for a weird amount of time, and then mole babies appear. And then...
So is her name Diane Nix Smith?
Oh my god, get out.
Okay. All right, this has happened. This is it. The no project dice. You started your discussion. Mike, you get the last card in autumn. Maybe you do. Maybe if it'll let me pick it. To the back. Oh my god, no, not like this. Ooh! A natural disaster strikes the area. What is it? You choose one. You focus on getting everyone to safety, remove an abundance, and projects fail. You focus on protecting your supplies, and hard work at any cost. Several people die as a result.
Well, we're on a volcano, so it erupts. Lava goes everywhere.
Oh no.
I don't know if we should go underground or say above ground.
It smells like KFC all of a sudden.
Just smelling tasty.
That extra crispy.
I choose one. You either focus on getting everyone to safety and you remove, or you focus on protecting your supplies and hard work at any cost. So I would focus on the group and our chickens are pretty much our line of defense, and
they're your everything. Without your chickens, you guys have nothing.
We have to protect the chickens. So we can either take them underneath with the fear that lava will come in, or we need to get out and search for an area of high ground.
Well, you have to choose.
Oh, I have to choose this. So let's go high ground. Let's get out of the chance of the liquid magma consuming our precious.
Okay, all right. So you get your chickens, you gather all of your necessary supplies, and you move to high ground where the heat flow is elsewhere. This is going to cost several people's lives. You have no projects on the map.
Well, Diane dies. It was an accident. We didn't have a choice. We thought about it, and she just, fell in the lava.
You know what? Good. I'm proud.
Can we keep the moles?
Moles died too.
Yeah, naturally they wouldn't want to go to high ground. They'd stay underground, and the liquid magma would consume them.
Okay.
And all my hard work on the traps are pointless. They're all gone now.
Yep. So now you get the last project, last discovery, or last discussion of the season, or at least of autumn.
Okay. So through the lava, our statue guy is still there. I would like to start a project to investigate it.
All right. How long?
It's gonna be quite a while. We have to wait for the magma to subside and turn to rock.
I got you.
So I'd say the full 6 weeks.
Oh, Holy moly.
I don't know if 6 weeks is necessary. Also because, like...
There's not that many turns.
There's not that many turns left in the game, so I would say probably 3 weeks. Thoughts? There's 3 other players. What you guys think?
I know the story. I was like, yeah.
Jen?
Yes.
Time?
I would have gone for long, but I'll say 3 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 3 weeks will be fine.
All right. So throw.
If we went for 6, I would have said, yeah, because we had to chisel it out, and for some strange reason, this wooden statue didn't burn in the lava.
Gotcha.
So it's been
But
investigated.
we'll go with 3 weeks.
All right. Toss 3 weeks up there.
Done.
All right, lads, ladies, you're in your last season.
Ooh.
That's right. Tosh,
That's me.
throw me a D7.
Boa.
Let's see what you got. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is winter like in the area? How do community members react to the weather?
Not great.
Not great.
What's winter like in this area? Well, we've just had a volcano erupt, so it's actually extra cold. But kind of smoky. So, we can't go underground, right? We just lost all our home and everything.
I mean, technically,
We just moved to high ground if
You
there's,
guys-
if there's access for digging or
you
holes.
guys have stated a long time ago you're animorphs. You've managed
We
to touch
have said we're in a fault. Yeah.
touch chickens. I'm assuming that you probably touched the moles. You could technically dig if you wanted to.
Okay, well, some of us are averse to moles. We, my grandfather was murdered by moles, so.
Taking it super personal.
So we have 2 factions.
Remember, you're not playing an individual. You're playing a group of people.
Yeah, I'm only playing. So yeah, we can say to moles on how like make new burrow, over where the other mole hole is, like here. And we have a nice little cavern there where we're all snuggling. But
So-
the
We're all
lava's...
snuggling.
The community members
Snuggling.
react to the weather by making a new burrow.
Yeah, because we
What's-
don't know if our other ones thing, and then we can go and see if we can connect to it.
What is the winter like in this post-apocalyptic landscape?
We're in
Is
Hawaii.
it just chilly, or is it like we're getting palpable feet of snow that are
It's
falling?
frosty.
It's frosty.
For the moment, but we're just in the beginnings of winter. So if it's already getting quite nippy and frosty, we're concerned about the mid to end.
Okay. Roll down on Project Dice, and then start selecting your action phase. What would you like to do?
I would like to a project to like reconnect, I guess, to what tunnels we can for our old, like, because we have the forge and stuff going on
Okay.
and the water supply and everything.
All right.
So we're moles, so I don't know how long it'd take.
All right. So you want to open lines back up to your water supply, your clean water supply, and to what things you left behind.
Yep.
All right. How long?
I mean, it's most of us, right? So should we say like 2 weeks if we've all got the mole fan?
Yeah,
Sure.
I was going to say, we now have mole resources, so.
And we have the giant mole
ahead.
man.
List it
evil
up. It's
mole.
2
Okay,
weeks.
2. Alright. 2.
Very good. Jen. One, two, three, four, five. The last one. Oh. Jen.
Uh-oh.
The
I
frost.
killed everyone.
The frost shepherds arrive. The game is over.
The hell is a frost shepherd?
It's a metaphorical sense of state. It's your end game. It's up to Jen to decide what the Frost Shepherd actually is. In the events that are happening, you know that your people above, I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, are discovering the statue. They're on their way out there. Some of you have decided to start digging back into civilization. When all of a sudden, the game comes to an end, the Frost Shepherds arrive. What is the Frost Shepherd? Do you live? Do you die?
Well, let's see. We know it's not an alien. We know it's not magic, and we know it's not fruit people. The Frost Shepherd is a polar bear anamorph. Came down only due to the cold weather now with the winter arriving. He is gathering survivors from all over the world, not just the little pockets of survivors that we have, and he invites us to come back to his community. As far as whether we live or die, somebody roll me a die.
Oh, God.
D8. 7.
Okay, that means that we live. He wasn't secretly luring us in to eat us as resources.
Yay!
Good Lord.
Wait, so the polar bear talks?
He's an Animorph.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry.
He's an Animorph, just like you guys are. In fact,
You know, we could have turned into chickens that whole time.
the whole time.
Yeah, we
That
were
was my
chickens,
intention
moles,
in
and
the battle.
scarab beetles.
I don't even
I
know why
was
you
gonna-
guys got in the Lambo when we're trying to dodge traffic. You could have just went full chicken on everything and just roostered away everywhere.
I'm still
just-
upset we never got a battle. No chicken fight. No
I
cocktails.
know, I prepped those chickens.
Armor, weapons, talons,
Ugh.
Oh well.
Lambo stagecoach. I mean,
Yeah, and then the project of getting rid of them ended early.
You guys got 2
Dude, I
weeks
got
into winter.
lost.
we were not prepared for the cold, sir.
Winter's hard, okay?
There was
I
a
said it
volcano that just
I
went
was
off.
preparing a chicken uprising, and then we'd have to be their slaves.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you say anything?
What are the other ones?
What was I gonna do? It was your turn. What?
I was
can't-
kind of planning that the statue was just what it was, but hollow and full of the angry meat-eating beetles that surprised us at night as it busts out of like a Trojan horse.
Good
gosh.
God.
But I didn't get there either.
Man, y'all are creative. I'm not going to say messed up. I might be thinking it, but I'm not going to say it.
I'm not gonna say it. It's accurate. I'm just not gonna say it.
I had a great time.
I
Yeah,
had
Lily
fun
started
with
with
this.
chickens. We had to run with it.
I mean, we started with fruit people, and we could have ran with that one.
We
but
could
that's
have.
okay.
I'm
See
so
the
glad we
giant
didn't.
In
What?
above
That would
there.
have been so cool. Ooh, lemonade blast like Spider-Man.
I'm a busted coconut.
Yes. Do you see how good that would be?
It
Oh
could be.
my God.
It could be really bad too. Let's make like a. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. This could.
Stop
Yeah,
it!
Josh just said
Stop
that
it,
the,
sir! Stop it!
The name of the Frost Shepherd was Jen Snow.
Oh
Good
my gosh.
God. Good Lord. All right. That's actually the Quiet Year. This is my first spin of it live on stream, and I have learned a great deal about will one the game and two the players. I think I'm going to try to run this again tomorrow.
I really liked it. Personally, I think it's really, really cool.
I think it's fun.
It's fun.
I would say I had more fun than I thought I would. Honestly, it was
I had a
it was a
blast.
lot of fun.
This is a game by Avery Calder. Avery is a writer who has written multiple games like this. One of which is the widely successful Monster Hearts, where you get to roleplay as a teenager in high school that also happens to be a monster.
Ooh,
It's fun as hell.
You and everyone else roleplay as basically monster teenagers, and you have like a love triangle and all of those other things that go on in high school. You do all of it. Like it's I can't say everything that it is because I've never technically played. I've only watched it played. And I'm interested in making that thing happen. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's pretty hype. Either way, that was The Quiet Year, a map game about community and struggle. Man, did you guys struggle.
I am not used to doing kind of the third-person deal, so that was a great learning experience, personally.
I definitely want a screenshot of this map.
Go for it. Screenshot it. Blow it up and screenshot that shit.
D&D at its finest.
Come back. You can check it out again tomorrow. Tomorrow's it's a different story every time. Literally, like the first time I played, I was telling a tale. I hit the Apex Predator card. Like, there's an Apex Predator in your world, and it was my first turn in. It's like, what is this Apex Predator, and why is it a predator? I went to giant Pegasus, like literally a herd of giant Pegasus that would go around and it would eat people. Like, they would just come down and just like fucking clop down on people. And the parents, they would call their idiot children like hoof bait. Like it was wild game. It evolves pretty wildly. It's inventive, you know. It shows you lots of new stuff. Either way, I'm pretty excited for it. I want to bring a lot more of this to the table if I can. But for now, I mean, it's midnight. It's midnight for me. It's probably late or later for some of you.
4:51 a.m.
I have to make dinner. I'm like...
Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate all of you for coming out, especially those of you that decided to tune in tonight here, as opposed to over there at Critical Role. I know they've got an awesome show going, as per normal, but you decided to hang out here, so thank you very much.
No one can compete with Bub. Hello?
Oh,
I went with the superior program.
get the fuck out of here.
Excuse me? Bub, do you know who you are?
Love you guys.
I'm just a guy, just a schmuck.
You're a guy who does D&D amazing, and you put so much effort, and it shows through your stories.
Everyone's just a guy apart from the people that are not guys.
When you're not wrong, you're not wrong, you know?
I bet Matt Miss is like, I'm just a dude.
You know, I bet you're right, actually.
So
But
suck it up. Accept our compliments.
Okay, you caught me. You caught me. I'm grand.
Yeah,
And
you
all that
are.
stuff.
You're a strong, independent bubber, and no one's gonna push you.
God damn it.
You're the best, worst person ever.
Hat says so right there.
Can
Alright,
you,
guys.
can you guys see my cat? Just wait. I'm sorry. Can you,
You're fine.
Just like
Pancakes is-
sexily looking at me from a distance.
It's like this.
Sexily?
Sexily. Oh,
Can you use that in a sentence?
I sexily walked over to the refrigerator to get a drink.
Word's origin?
Sexily is a word.
I think you're
Being
right.
sexy and moving at the same time.
Alright, cats. We're heading over to raid Simply Jackson while you guys hear them out. This was
Sure.
Oh,
Bob.
I love that.
featuring Jen on bass. We've got Tweek up above. You guys can check him out there in chat. All the way up higher. We have LillyVinnily. And over here, just to my right, over there, yeah, in camera view, that would be Tashnarr. You can see them there in chat. Go over and love the faces. Definitely worth it, I promise. See you guys later. Peace. We're out of here.
Bye.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the scream's so good.
Oh, turn my light off.
Simply Jinx.